Hi, I'm Bill.
Hola, soy Ingrid Romero, soy venezolana.
Mi nombre es José Díaz, soy venezolano.
My name is Angela Loudon, and along with my husband and my son, we live here in La Calera. We're missionaries.
El Ministerio Mana.
The Manna Ministry is a children's club that was born out of a vision the church had to meet needs in the community. At first, we didn't know exactly what those needs were.
People who are almost invisible to society, immigrants, we found, with a lot of needs that we almost, you don't see them until you go looking for them.
Sin embargo,
However, when we started with classes for the children to care for them, it opened the doors to their homes.
Y ver a estos niños.
And seeing these children who need so much love, who often spend a lot of time alone, and being able to be a family for them,
we began by going to the schools to pick up the children when they get out of school. At noon, when they arrive here, we have time to play. We provide lunch, which is completely free for them. And then we have Bible studies. We also have time for crafts.
we have discovered that the crafts have been a great tool to reduce their stress levels, helping them relax and feel calmer.
Relajarse y estar más tranquilo.
dependiendo de las edades de los
Depending on the children's ages, some are given coloring activities, others do crossword puzzles, and with the older ones, we take advantage of that time to connect everything they studied that day with practical applications in their daily lives, and to see how, through God's hand, He also acts.
We also carry out other activities that have a broader impact on the whole family and on the community. For example, we organize medical outreach events and receive support from other institutions that bring their doctors as well as medications. So, the children and their families are cared for that day. We also visit families in their homes, bringing them the word of the Lord, the gospel.
And we also collect donations of clothing, shoes, school supplies, toys, and sports equipment to help the children.
This ministry came about because for several years we had been praying as a church about how to reach our community. And when the Worldwide Manna missionaries came and suggested having a kids club and a place to provide a free lunch, we decided, wow, this is God answering our prayer. And we teamed up with Jose and Ingrid and the Mana ministry to go ahead and open our doors to the community in this way.
Y creo que Mana
And I believe that it has not only filled their stomachs, but it has also filled their hearts, because it has allowed us to become a family.
So early on when Mana Kids Club started, one of the girls had her uncle show up to pick her up after the club, and he was only a couple years older than her. His name is Anthony, and I was chatting with him outside the door and invited him to come to youth group. And ever since, he's been coming to youth group. He comes to Sunday church faithfully every single Sunday. And so it's been really neat to see God use the club to bring older brothers, sisters, parents to our church. He's one of the regulars. We've had lots of visitors, but he's one of the regulars, and we thank God for him.
And many of these families have been joining the church, so we've been able to share with them in other settings such as camps. And we have one family in particular that this year 2 of its members want to be baptized, young people who came through the club.
que llegaron al club.
Our vision is really just to help a few people, a few kids, a few families, the ones that are nearby.
Long term, it would be great if we had enough manpower to offer the free lunch and the Bible lessons and emotional support to these kids more days of the week. So it'd be really great to be able to do this 2-3 days a week. And then I also think about the kids that as they grow up, they turn 10, they turn 11, and they don't come to the kids club anymore. It'd be wonderful for them to be able to come on a different afternoon and maybe get homework help. And as a church, we continue to support those kids and have a Christian impact in their lives.
So please pray for us. We need a lot of prayer. It's not easy work all the time. It can be frustrating, but it's very rewarding.
Queremos que el evangelio llegue de esos niños y se pueda extender a sus hogares. Y eso requiere de tiempo, requiere de mucha paciencia, en la medida en que estamos sembrando la palabra y que estamos confiando en que el Señor va a dar el crecimiento en esta familia.
Darle las gracias a todas las iglesias que nos están apoyando Gracias a eso el ministerio ha crecido.
Su apoyo, tanto los que han estado orando muchísimo como los que han enviado sus recursos, sus ofrendas o han sido voluntarios en algún momento, han sido vitales para que este trabajo continúe. Estar en otro país, estar en otra cultura no es fácil y muchas veces nuestros brazos se han cansado y sabemos que muchas de esas oraciones son las que nos han sostenido para seguir adelante.